Access Deny team from Virtual Reality Master League. I'm very happy they are willing to participate, just like Infused Power and Soul Owl. Both of them, at least Infused Power, has played on the #1 team of Virtual Reality Master League, which is going to be Imperial, so he has some good experience. I'm expecting some good action from him. Next to that, we have Soul Owl. I don't honestly know much about him. All I know is that they are buddies, very close buddies. Shivas and Mighty Mike from the Access Denied team. Access Denied, very well known for their sturdy defense. That's not much else to say about that. They have managed to do so many great things. Hold on. I think that my cast is just kind of broken, unfortunately. I think, yep, it is. Apparently so. I am still casting. Please help me. Oh, come on. Give me. Alright, so the 2-minute delay is still there. It's kind of weird. I've been trying to see if it's gonna come back. Because my cast just went completely offline for no apparent reason. So, apparently, I just have to wait a second and then it will tell me I'm going live. It says I'm prepared. There we go. And that's it. That's all I have to do. Go to Discord, announce that a little better. Go to something else that uses... Alright, so, back at it again. This is gonna be at, Alt 1 crashed. Alright, so. There we are. Come on, back at it again. Operation Spartan against Swedish Kings. I don't think you could have heard anything about me talking about them. So, we're going to just start it over again. Operation Spartan, where we have Infused Power and Soul Owl. Infused Power has been on the Imperial team, the #1 team of Virtual Reality Master League. That, of course, I'm very happy for him to join us in this 2v2 tournament together with his buddy Soul Owl. On the Swedish Vikings side, we have 80 Shivas and Mighty Mike, both from the Access Deny team. Very well known for their sturdy defenses most of the time. Shivas and Mighty Mike, they're good buddies of Rossi, which you hopefully know a little bit about. But alright, let's get straight into the action because they're prepared to start the game. Both of them happy, dancing, ready to ready to mingle, ready to fight. We're gonna be watching the first round of pardon. Whoa, that's not very great. That's what it is. Okay. First of all, they have chosen to go down the south side. 80 Shivas and Mighty Mike now having to protect that inner side objective. They're going to be trying to peek through that wall, and this is where they will get some good action. Smokes are being tossed out. Is the pre-fire going to be done? No, it's not. They are waiting. They're waiting. They're playing the patience game. 80 Shivas is taking his time, while Infused Power is slowly making his way through. A little bit of weird jittery going on the caster side. Don't need to worry about that. Infused Power has seen 80 Shivas through the smoke. Very great job, which we have 80 Mighty Mike being forced to push back to the objective. Get a good eye on the defense. Infused Power coming back into the north. He is peeking, he is waiting. Infused Power is coming around the north side, trying to get a good angle on Mr. Mighty Mike. Shivas has been revived. It's a 2v1 situation. It's going to make it extremely difficult for Mr. Infused Power here. But with the skill that he has, I have no doubt that he can try to get some good kills out there. And that is one. Infused Power has got the first kill out of the way. Hearing the past footsteps from a few seconds ago. Oh my. He knows where Mighty Mike is, and he is not gonna let him pass like that. Alright, let's go. Infused Power making a little bit of noise, giving Mighty Mike a little bit of advantage in this situation. Infused Power's coming around the corner together with 18 Mighty Mike. And there we have Infused Power getting the kill for round 1. Alright, that is going to be the first point for... Holy cow, that is not good. That is not giving me the correct clip. Alright, don't you worry about that. This is not last match. It was also really fun. A good small cap from Rossi. But unfortunately, I didn't manage to catch the action of Mr. Solhour and Infused Power right here on this beautiful map. Arctic, such a snowy, cold, close quarter map. A close quarter map, it's something that you like on a 2v2 situation because everything is mostly done in a minute or two, 1 or 2. So it's just gonna be pretty easy for them, if I must think of it this way. Knowing them, they are not afraid to take risks. They have good gun skill. They can flick the guns up in a matter of milliseconds and defeat their enemy. But I'm also not gonna deny that the Swedish Kings did very well. It got very close. If Mighty Mike hadn't pushed out, it would have been a lot harder for Infused Power to get in and go get the round. Alright, I'm finally very happy that this time we do have a little audio. Finally, you know, finally. I'm gonna have to turn that down a little. Yeah, great. Infused Power and Solhour are now forced onto that defense. They are gonna toss out the C4s, trying to see if they can get any expectation about enemies, where they will be coming from. Mighty Mike coming down at the north side together with Chivas. Very interesting choice, very interesting choice. Shiva's coming down to the south. He's going to try some different things. I suggest going through the middle is not often chosen because of the risk this hallway poses. But I guess you have to get new ideas. Shivas is taking his time very much. He's just holding it off, trying to see if they were going for the flank. Q's Power sitting in a little outside position. Wouldn't guess he would be doing that. Frags gets tossed out and it does nothing. I do think that Infused Power has hurt Mr. Mighty Mike earlier over there. That comes out, Free Fire comes out, and he is trying something out, and now he knows that Shivas is there. He is going to try and adapt to it while Mighty Mike is still on the far north. Infused Power needs to make a choice. Is he going to stay up and defending, or is he going to go out all aggressive? Shivas is just patiently waiting for him to come out again. Taking his time. Another day, another legendary Martial's pass. Thank you. Infused Power getting some more action on Mighty Mike. He now knows that Mike is there and he's trying to suppress where Chivas could possibly come from. And this is Chivas' time to shine because he is slowly coming into the situation. And Infused Power is forced back to that objective. Mighty Mike is taking his slightly upper stance, exposing himself very lightly, and he has been spotted by Solhour over there. Mighty Mike coming in over that east side of the door. He is just gonna try and get things going. And this is Solhour getting the first kill on Mr. Chivas. Now Mighty Mike is all alone, and he is all suppressed as well. Getting it quite tough right here. Mighty Mike is waiting. He is just waiting, trying to see how far he can push them. Will they push out, or will they not? And that's the first kill from Mighty Mike over here. Mighty Mike is doing the exact same as what Infused Power did last round. Just something funny to spot. Ooh, I don't know what's going on, but it's having a weird few jittery lags. I don't like that. Mike is coming around the corner. So, what is he going to try and do? Infused Power obviously did hear where Mighty Mike was. There is a very niche angle that he is speaking through to try and spot his enemy. Very great job on him, on his side. I'm going to have to see. 2.5 minutes on the clock. This man got a world of time, a sea of time to do something completely different. And he is doing so. It's just very smart, isn't it? Taking his time. He's gonna go all the way around the south and try a new different approach. Obviously. Obviously he's gonna do that. Not entirely sure if everything works already, but... apparently not, okay. That's getting some first shots out there from Mighty Mike. Only Infused Power, but Infused Power crossed around the corner and has gotten the kill, as expected. What are you saying? I'm saying as expected. Well, it is because defense has just a far easier job just staying where they have to be. Mighty Mike was forced to take a different route. He did so quite excellently as well, but it was just more difficult for him to make a move because now he was spotted. Infused Power knew where he was and started getting some good shots out there. It's just that Repeat was getting the kill on Mighty Mike. It's not that fun for him, of course, but nothing much I can do about that. But now back again, it's going to be Swedish Vikings on defense. Remember, the match ain't over until all 3 maps are played. We have seen that last time. We've seen that 2 days ago. So I wonder if we can see that again. Round 3. What the fuck he's doing? He's laying on the ground. I'm not entirely sure what they're doing. The defense is at least getting ready for it this time. C4s get tossed around. I'm not entirely sure. Mighty Mike is checking out on the south side. Probably going to play around a little bit of C4. Soul Owl already quickly coming in over the south. And I think they're going to... yeah, they're going to take over the south side and try to push from those buildings into their positions. Infused Power is getting the first corner crossed. I'm not entirely sure what this lag is all about. Infused Power is trying to watch the corner. Mighty Mike. Oh, just across the corner. Infused Power did hear it. Holy cow. Mighty Mike had to get revived. They have to start pushing back. What is going on? What are they planning to do? I'm not entirely sure why there's lag, but hold it on. Just hold on. Soleo is getting closer to the tiny position, and just across the corner, shots were being fired against Mighty Mike. Soleo has managed to get across the outside, and that was a nice kill from Mighty Mike on Soleo right there. Infused Power getting that refrag. Excellent job. Now it's all up to Shivas to go take that defense. Smoke is out, smoke is out. And that's Infused Power's third kill of the round. Let's go. Five kills. Holy. Well, very much just deserved on the Operation Spartan side. They got a quick refrag on Mighty Mike. Mighty Mike had a good defense out there. He got some good action out there. Shivas being forced to head home to the objective. There was... It's difficult because Infused Power was getting through that little cargo container, getting out to that open position, peeking in between the 2 doors of the cargo containers. It is very... how do you say that? They're using every part of the map to their advantage, and that is so incredibly hard to do. I could show you the way that they're looking at it. Yeah, they're looking exactly between 2 stripes of the cargo containers. Nothing much that Shivas could have done or anything about. it's a little bit unthrilling, my commentary, I know, but we'll get it going soon. I hope that next map is gonna be a little less laggy, and then I'll be all good to go. Off to round 4. Alright, so in the meanwhile, this was the gap that he peeked through and tried to get a shot at. As you can see, it is very small, but not impossible. And they've done the right thing. They have done the right thing by peeking through it and getting something out there. Are they talking at all, or am I just crazy? I haven't heard a single conversation. That is something. Well, Mighty Mike is getting prepared for action on the north side. They're just going to take it real slow, as I can see. The defense was... okay. It seems that they are talking to each other, but it's just going to be... I cannot listen to them. That's really weird. Might have to restart onward in a second. That will do the trick. Mighty Mike is just waiting. He's just hoping to see anyone pass. Shiva's on the north is slowly getting through the door, taking his awful long time. Because he got it. He got the time. He doesn't have to do much. Alright. Shiva's taking his awful long time with Soul Owl by the barrels. As you can see, he can peek right through him if he wants to and get a good kill via this. I hope that the Axis denied, I mean the Swedish Vikings team knows this. Infused power sitting on the south side, just trying to see if anyone crosses. His eyes are scanning left and right. First noise is being made. Smoke launcher is out. But this does not completely block it off, does it? It does. They are getting a free cross out there. Soul Owl is waiting for the sounds, and Infused Power is coming down on the north. Free fires are being made. And this is where Infused Power will, most likely try to get an attempted shot. That's a frag out there, and it doesn't do much. Doesn't connect. Soul Owl is getting some good shots out there on the north side by the barrels. Just hoping to get a kill out there. Soul Owl just got the first kill, and Infused Power managed to get that second kill, and over it is. That is 4 points for the Operation Spartan team. That's gonna be... wow, that's gonna be such a huge domination. Oh, I'm gonna have to restart onwards to get the issues out of the way. But in the meanwhile, I'll try to give you guys the next map. And that is going to be Bazaar. Back at it again. Bazaar. Bazaar, one of my favorite maps because it allows for so many opportunities for medium lanes, from short range to medium range to even long range on the big streets in the middle, north and south. It's just a combination of so many different things that you can take advantage of. There you go. Fantastic. Alright, I had to load back in. I already managed to start the game again in the time that you were watching the trailer. If you have anything to say about any of my assets, please do let me know. There we go. Great. So, the two teams, Swedish Vikings against Operation Spartan. What we just saw on the last map was Operation Spartan obviously defeating the Swedish Viking team with 4-0. They didn't get a cap out there, but they did manage to get some good points out there for themselves. If they continue to do this, and do this for all 3 maps, they will get 2 whole points, and Swedish Vikings will drop by 2 points. So that is something critical for them. If Swedish Vikings want to minimize damage, they have to win at least 1 map. But I'm saying it's not over yet. You know why? Because they can still win it. We have seen last cast on Monday that the Dirty Dogs team was getting 0-4 on Bazaar. But the map around that, the map besides that, they won both of them. So you just have to win 2 maps out of the 3. And of course, then you'll win the entire challenge. If you win all 3 maps in a row, you get 3 points. And if you just win 2 maps, you get 1 point. Up to round 1. I didn't explain that fully properly, but you know what? It's okay. Where's the... Come on, Capture. You can do better than that. Alright, now we have Infused Power coming in for the aggressive defense. Going straight quite... Oh, all over the place, right near. He got an excellent angle all over the main street. He doesn't have to do much to protect his position. And I don't think that Shivas knows. I don't think that Shivas knows. Shiva slowly approaching the main street. Well, Infused Power, I think he did hear Shivas. Yes, and now he does, definitely. His ears are twitching and he's moving completely to the right. Mighty Mike is now getting prepared to cross the street, or at least get an eye on the street. I'm not sure if he will be able to hold that or kill Infused Power from this position. Mighty Mike taking his time, just like Infused Power, but don't forget that Soul Owl is the only one on objective. So if Infused Power does get in trouble, that means that Soul Owl's all on his own, trying to defend against probably 2 people, not entirely sure. I'm very sorry about the lag for everyone if they are having any troubles with it. I do not know what is going on with it, but weird. We're just gonna try and fix it in the meanwhile. Infused Power is just still holding on strong on that street. There's not much else that is going on. Mighty Mike is just prepared, but what is he doing? Just waiting to see if anyone's in the houses. Playing it very patiently, but I don't think they'll know about this corner. Because Infused Power does. Shiva slowly getting around the corner. What is his plan? What is he going to do? Is he going to util it, or is he not? Infused Power is still waiting, and AD Shivas is trying to get around the corner. Infused Power made one walking sound, and that is the key point. And then Infused Power was getting around there, and AD Shivas is getting his gun up, and then... with guns down, he crossed around the corner, and that was his death. I thought that Infused Power was going to be a goner, but apparently not. Apparently it's all going to be alright. Infused Power just held on to a strong angle. He just watched it all unfold. It was one of the 2 that were crossing, and that made a noise. Shivas was trying to go for it, but it didn't work out, as you obviously saw. It was a gun down, cross the corner, and that's how you die, unfortunately. I was hoping that Shivas would have heard the corner happen, but no, it wasn't happening. At least, always high hopes. You never know how it's going to unfold. Access Denied team, or I mean the Swedish Vikings team currently, is in quite a lot of trouble. Round 2. Soul Hour and Infused Power are now up for looking for that second point. Ooh, they got all day. Oh my god. AD Mighty Mike is probably going to try and do part of the same thing as what the Operation Spartan team did. Operation Spartan is now holding that main street, making sure that nobody will be able to cross. Taking his time, not doing much. He's trying to cross via the main street, which is quite obviously risky, but judging by their playstyle right now, I don't believe that they are not gonna lose. Oh yeah, they're not gonna lose on the main street. Mighty Mike is holding a very small angle over the window right here. Very small, but maybe very known. I can't judge too much on that. Soul Owl is prepared to come into the north side. Taking his nice a long time. Already a minute and 20 seconds has passed. Not much has happened yet, but Mighty Mike has made a noise. So right now we got Infused Peril coming in over the north side. Yep, they're nodding to each other. That Infused Power is now knows that Mighty Mike's position is in that building or near that building. They're both approaching it from the north side, and this is gonna be incredibly difficult because Mighty Mike does not know where Soul Owl, and Infused Power are. And if he's gonna peek through that window, he's just gonna be a goner. That one footstep gave him away once more. So, Soul Owl and Infused Power are getting prepared for that offense. Peeking out, they are. Mighty Mike knows about this before. He's trying to bait them. He's trying to bait them in. Soul Owl is being downed. Mighty Mike is now being killed by Infused Power, and Infused Power is getting Soul Owl up. Very wise decision. Mighty Mike runs out like an absolute buffoon, I must say. You always expect more to be there. This is not a 5v5 situation where someone can back you up. It's a 2v2 where it's going to be impossible for you to defend the objective if you make mistakes. One mistake means that 50% of your team is gone. And this is Operation Spartan's time to shine. They're waiting, they're thinking that nobody's in on the objective. Soul Owl is getting the smoke out. Unfortunately, did not do much. And now he's given away his location. This is where they are gone. This is how it's gonna go. Fracas out, it doesn't do much. Shivas, you need to pre-fire. There's not much going on. What are you doing? You're too much focused on one thing and then... Okay, hold on. Come on. What is that? Man. It's almost the Fallen Sigmas all over again. Just kidding. Alright. Operation Spartan. Again, they could have had the cap. It is very sad, but, you know, nothing to do about that. Nothing to do about that. At least for Operation Spartan's side. For the Swedish Vikings, they gotta have to get some more game sense out there. If your objective is being smoked, you're gonna get capped, but you also need to know the distance where you can get capped from. If you saw earlier, if you take a look at an earlier moment, the smoke that were near the objective on the north side, they didn't do anything, so Sheepas could have stayed quiet and hidden himself. He had perfect eyes on the objective for that entire time. So, again, Operation Spartan doesn't seem to have a hard job today. Operation Spartan are just chillaxing. They're seeing this as a relaxing day out. I hope if they play against Dirty Dogs, or maybe against Dirty Dogs or Slither, they're going to have a real tough time. Because those teams are going to be more skilled than this. And now we know, I can get a little bit of an estimation who's going to win the tournament on the 9th of November. Remember, it's on the 9th of November on European times. We'll get the times out this Sunday. You will know the definite times this Sunday. It's gonna be a sort of 6 hours probably where we will be playing each other, with of course eventually ending in a one winner. Man. It's just so saddening to see it happen. Let's just rewatch that again because I can't believe it. I can't believe it. Again, still, I expected so much more from the Operation Spartan team. I'm sorry, from the Swedish Vikings. The Swedish Vikings, very well known for their hard defenses, are suddenly lacking today. Lacking as they are normally I don't think they're lacking this much, but just today, it's just they could have done more effective things to defend the objective. As soon as they hit one person, they just have tunnel vision on and go for it. And that's how you die. You shouldn't always expect one person if you only hear one person. Something that you cannot see, you cannot confirm. So if you're standing from a distance and I'm hearing one footstep, I should always expect more people to be there. If it's on my left and there is a whole open space on my front, I should expect that there is always going to be someone at my front. And on your left, you're just trying to get a lot of game sense in there and getting a less tunnel vision. That's your goal for 2v2 tournaments. If you have tunnel visions, only if there's 2 players around, that will punish you really hard. I'm saying this again. If you make a mistake, 50% of your team is gone. Make another mistake and you lost. We have seen that Monday. We've seen that with Slither against Dirty Dogs. Emperor was on the south side, on the egress, trying to throw a Molotov. But unfortunately, he dropped it and it hit himself. That means that it's 50% of the team gone. And that allowed Rossi to go in for the final cap and get that win out there. If he didn't make that mistake, he would have a bigger opportunity of winning. Because, obviously, he wasn't dead. But now he was. That Molotov that he threw and that failed was just a massive mistake, and it just shows that you need to get some more game sense in there, less tunnel visions, and focus on the mistakes. So again, it's all about limiting your mistakes and trying to make things work as best as you can. Of course, you're allowed to take risks. You should take risks, but you need to know the consequences of when you take that risk. Infused Power is getting ready to cross the street, but there we have Mighty Mike already having crossed the street from this position. Very great job from his side. He hasn't been shot down. Very nice, very nice. I'm sorry, I'm a little bullying today, am I? Alright, Mighty Mike has managed to get all the way around, so that is a good thing. That is a good thing, you know. I'm very happy about that, because we might see action. Let's just check the scores right now. We have only Infused Power getting the kills, and Operation Spartan hasn't yet been able to get a kill out there. Shivas is getting ready to watch from the same position as he did before. Mighty Mike has already managed to get on the far south side. What is he going to be trying to do? Ooh, Infused Power is just walking around a little bit with Soul Owl on the opposite side. Very great to hear, Mr. Capture, Scorpion, and Diamond. You're still enjoying the cast. We're sitting at a calm 5 people that are watching today. Soon I'll be trying some different thumbnails to see if that works as well. But for now, we're gonna have to focus on the cast. Just letting you know, normally the time is supposed to be 5 minutes per round. 6 minutes is slightly too long, but for today I'll grant it. Soul Owl is just taking his awful lot of time, just like Shivas is. Shivas hasn't managed to yet cross the street, but that doesn't mean that he is going Okay, hold on a minute. You can... Alright, Mighty Mike is slowly and very slowly approaching. Right, Solau is getting an angle on south. That's not something you see from normally that room. Right, hold on. Great. Fuse Power is just watching. He doesn't know much. I don't think much is going on. I don't hear him talking though. Maybe that's me. Maybe that's them. Ooh. Fuse Power still watching the street. Not much is going on. Still zero conversations going between everyone. Frag is out. What is happening with it? That was just a call for attention. What did he do? Fuse Power was hesitating that something is coming through south, and I think he is kind of sure that something comes through south. Just like Mighty Mike is sure that he can defend himself, but obviously he cannot, because this is going to be so much more difficult for him. His location is now spotted. He now knows where Solau is, and Solau also knows where Mighty Mike is. He just missed a couple of shots. Solau hasn't had to revive himself. And Shivas is slowly creeping up to the door. What is he trying to do? Is he going to try and take that cross, or is he going to wait and let Mighty Mike suffer? Ooh, he has to duck down very hard for the shots that are coming through the pallets. Remember, these iron things are not bulletproof. Shivas is also getting slow and more comfortable right here. Just make zero noise, Shivas, and you'll be able to get close to him. Come on, stay low. You can do it. I believe in you. Footsteps are made, and now he lost himself. What did he do? He could have taken so much advantage of that, but he didn't manage to do it. And this is the 3rd point for Operation Spartan. Come on. That was such a good chance, such a good opportunity. Again, it's just a little bit of lack of game sense. You heard the footsteps, you know his location, you haven't made a noise up until that point, and then you're ruining it by running into him. Of course, you still had a minute left. It wasn't a lot of time, but man, this is a waste. He ran even with his gun down. He didn't even try to beat the Solau. A little bit of my personal frustration comes back into this moment. Mistakes that being made by rookies are what is being happening to Swedish Vikings. A little bit more game sense, that's my key, and get your guns up. That's my 2nd key then, alright? Roasting these teams I am. Yes, I am, definitely. Because 2v2 tournament has a very high skill ceiling. If you know what I mean. A skill ceiling is a 5v5, you have 5 people that worry about 5 different things. In a 2v2, you're just missing 3 people. That means if you have 3 doors to be watched, and you have 2 people, you have to improvise and try some different things out. You need to get risky. You need to get that trained, get your skill trained, get your aim trained, pardon me. And you need to get some tunnel vision out of the way. It's by playing a lot and... I am not hearing any conversations today, so I'm not sure if that is supposed to be happening right now. It seems I'm not able to connect through any voice messages from today on. Smoke is immediately pushed out by Infused Power, and they're already getting prepared to cross the street. Mighty Mike is sitting behind the window, and he is crossing the corner. Mighty Mike is getting inside the building, and that is a little bit of onward timing. With Solau coming around the left corner. And Solau gets the first kill. Now it's Shiva's point to defend. It's going to be very hard for him, very difficult, but not impossible. Smoke is being tossed. Coming around the north side. And that's ADC first being killed by Solau. And Solau getting the trade. Again, a lot of action on that last section, but... Oh, oopsie, pardon me. Yep, again, a lot of action, but... Again, Swedish Vikings are lacking slightly on this one. The position was a little bit awful because you had a lot of open space on your left, right, and front. You was watching the wrong moment at the wrong time. A little bit of onward timing. I can give him into that. But the lack of good positioning is where this bites you. You have multiple things to worry about, which was like his front, his left, his back, his right. That is basically the things that he had to worry about, except his right. His right was being watched by Shivas. But if you have 3 things to watch, remember you only have a field of view of, let's say, 40% right here, 40 degrees, less even than that. And you are having to watch over 100 degrees. Your eyes can't follow it. You won't be able to get a proper defense out if you can't properly hold an angle or put yourself in a different situation where you have to watch a lot of sections at the same time. Alright, off to the last map. Alright, and welcome back to Suburbia. Right now, it's the job of the Swedish Vikings to reduce damage. If Operation Spartan wins this last map, that means they're going to be home with 2 extra... They're going to go home with 2 extra points. Swedish Vikings do need to minimize that damage, or else Operation Spartan will have a bigger lead in the challenge tournament. Alright, off to round 1. Mighty Mike and Shiva's getting prepared for the defense. Now they have to do is win every defense round, and they'll be going home with just -1 point. There we have Solau immediately going in for the South Cross. Infused Power taking in over lane 2, where Mighty Mike just tossing down a C4 out there. They are able to get a lot of ground. Just check this out then. They have already crossed halfway of the map to the objective without any possible endangerment. I think I know why my onboard is lagging. I think it's trying to reach any voice chat, which is currently not able to do. Power taking his time, learning the code, with Mighty Mike holding the position behind the sandbags, and Shivas on the far back. He's watching the north side, trying to see if he can avoid anyone coming in there, and he can, honestly. It's like, this position is absolutely great. I'm liking this. Glue Sniffer, Infused Power is throwing the smokes and the flash out there to try and get some corners. Check, there's a big free fire coming out. A little bit of lag spike right there, but nothing to worry about. Mighty Mike is able to hold that position if he just stays there like that. Solau on the south is taking his time trying to come in to Mighty Mike's position, and I hope that Shiva's going to turn around right now, because this is where his head is supposed to be. Of course, I have the caster's advantage, but he's watching a very nice angle, and it's going to be very difficult. Solau is now killed Mighty Mike, so I hope that Shivas is going to be able to see it. Come on, get me back to him. Is he seeing it? Ooh, and that's Solau getting the first point for Operation Spartan. Well, okay, very much about that. We just saw Operation Spartan having a good offense. Swedish Vikings had a good position for the defense, but when Mighty Mike died, Shivas was turning too late, and because of the white wooden fences, he couldn't see. He couldn't see what Soul Owl was doing, and when Infused Power popped up, AD Shivas thought that Infused Power was the only one in that corner. And that was wrong. He got the kill on Infused Power. Good job on him. But then it's just, yeah. Soul Owl was getting that kill. Very nice. Very good on him. Off to round 2. So far, Swedish Vikings have not been able to reduce the damage. They are talking, but I'm not able to follow any conversations anymore, apparently, because my Wi-Fi just needs to get resetted by this bullshit. It's constantly trying to reconnect, which is why it's lagging, and I'm not able to follow any conversations until then. I'm very much sorry about this viewer experience being ruined, but I hope my commentary will give you enough conversation for today, right? Yeah, there we have Infused Power. Alright, Shivas is coming down on the south side, trying to take the house to see if he can spot anyone from there, which is honestly a wise choice to do. I'd like the way they tried to strategize this one. Mighty Mike is trying to take it through the lane 2 section. Very risky, but not impossible. We've seen it happen before. Shivas is just not doing much else. I'm sorry, I'm a little overwhelmed by the amount of lag. Shivas is taking his very patient time. Remember, they still have 5 minutes on the clock, and they don't have to do much besides getting close to the objective, going around it, and protecting and attacking so they can minimize points. Minimize points loss. Holy cow, my words are slurring today. Mighty Mike coming in between the bushes, just taking his sweet time with Infused Power. Probably getting a little impatient about this. Yeah, he's going to be preparing for a flank maybe. He's checking the north side, trying to see if he can see anyone on the north street, but no, he doesn't. So his way of coming back now is just taking his time by watching the objective. Mighty Mike is listening, not doing much besides waiting. He is hoping, he's watching his teammates slowly getting closer, hoping that he will be able to get a kill in first. Holy cow, this is a bad amount of lag. How could this be this bad? First frag is being tossed. Mighty Mike has made the first noise, which gives Infused Power and Soul out a first opportunity for a shot. And this is where Shivas will be able to get the first shots down. Come on! He doesn't see him! He doesn't see him on the bus! Alright. Very rightfully so, but... Oh, man. Oh, man. Always expect him to be in spots there will never be. Mighty Mike getting the first kill on Soul out. Nice trade on him. That's a nice refrag being done by Mighty Mike. Mighty Mike has now 3 minutes on the clock, and he's turning all the way back to try and do something else. Infused Power, not liking this situation now, is going to try to defend his north side to see if he can find anyone to kill. Infused Power just waiting his position, jiggle peeking a little sense, just jiggle it once. Mighty Mike taking his time. Oh, he is resetting his boundary, I thought. Oh, I hate the lag so much. It keeps distracting me from what I'm actually supposed to do, which is cast you fantastic guys and give you fantastic commentary. Mighty Mike is taking his time because he still got 2.5 minutes on the clock. Like, that's enough time. He can go to the map, all the way around the map and back, you know. You can go on holiday in that position, in that time. Infused Power is crouching down by the boxes. One peek up and his head is gone. But I don't think that Mighty Mike will know. Flashes out over the building, and I hope that Mighty Mike has seen that trace coming in. Oh, and this is where he gets a goner. This is where he is a goner. My infused power is not seeing it as well. They're both not seeing each other, even though they're both in the open very much. This is how it's gonna happen. Oh man, come on, give me some good points to watch. I don't want to stop. I want to stop lagging. Oh, come on. Infused power is going out from the defense, and is he gonna be able to see Mighty Mike? Yes, he is, and that is another kill for the infused power team. Well, again, we have seen the offense side not being a bad turn. Like, obviously it's not perfect, but it's doing a lot better than what they did on Bazaar. They've managed to get a few kills out there, and yeah, it's just, again, exposing yourself into such a big location that you're not able to watch what you need to watch. If you go around the objective, you'll be able to limit your angles and give yourself a small angle to watch instead of a huge, enormous angles with massive amounts of risk. Remember, they're at the objective. The Volk is defending the objective. And if you're going to sit in the open on the objective as a Marsok player, as an opposing Marsok attacking team, it's just not going to cut it. It's all about, again, game sense. Where will they possibly be? Where can they possibly sit? Well, I see an object there, there, and there. Oh, it's around the objective. So, maybe I need to take an extra step back and try something else. Because going in there is not the wisest decision. But off to round 3. Again, checking on the points. Solau getting 3 kills, and like, as you can see, the kill-death ratios are not too bad off each other. Like, it's not like it's a huge difference like it was in Bazaar. Right now, it's just quite even, but it's just about getting those points in. Swedish Vikings does have to minimize the damage, because it seems that Operation Spartan is going to be taking the 2 points home today. By winning all 3 maps, they have that 1-point bonus. Mighty Mike is listening closely. Infused Power has heard it, and I think that he shot a C4, did he? Yeah, he shot the C4. Oh, great job on him. Infused Power is getting prepared to go into the house. Oh, I hate the lag. Make it work. Infused Power is preparing himself to come in. He's preparing, he's waiting. Checking inside the house, hoping that he doesn't get shot from the front side. While Solau has already managed to get over the street. But he doesn't know that Shivas is in the window. But Shivas, at this moment, onward timing, watching the wrong end. There's not much that he can do about this. Mighty Mike having a very nice small angle on the living room section. The kitchen, I should say. Pardon my French. Infused Power slowly crouching up to the stairs. If Mighty Mike doesn't make a single noise, he might have a better chance, but I think it's already too late. Ooh, Mighty Mike has taken the first shot out there with Infused Power getting the flash out there. And that was almost a trade. That was very close. And now Shivas is all alone. That's the first kill from... Ooh, I couldn't even finish my sentence right there. Shivas getting killed and refragged by Infused Power. Sitting still on a quite nice 8 viewers. I'm sorry for the lag, but I hope you still enjoy this very cast. It's now about Swedish Vikings reducing the damage of the standings, which you can see on the website in the link in the description. Operation Spartan is currently leading with 3 points. It seems very unlikely for the Swedish Vikings to get that win out there for this one map to reduce points. Like right now, they only lose 1 point. And Operation Spartan only wins 1 point. But if Operation Spartan wins all 3 maps, that means they're going to have a bonus point extra for doing such a great job. Which means that Suburbia, or if they win Suburbia, they'll get in total of 13 points in the current standings. Off to round 4. possibly leading to the last round, is now Operation Spartan against Swedish Vikings. Swedish Vikings on the offense. They have to fill in the 7-digit codes into the satellite to get 2 points right now in this map. But it seems in this situation that's going to be very unlikely for it to happen. It seems that Infused Power and Soul Owl are just going to be an undefeatable duo. Unless Rossi and Scorpio are going to be doing something about that together with Slither. But I can't talk too much about that because right now we have to focus on this very single match. Probably the last round even. Mighty Mike taking it risky through lane 2. You wouldn't expect that. Alright, talking about lane 2, you have 4 lanes that you can approach from. You have lane 1, which is going to be on the left side of all the houses. In between lane 1 and... yeah, sort of, they're stacked. It's literally a 4x3. Should have said it opposite, 3x4. And in between that, the houses, you call them lanes. Very easy to think of that. So... in between the middle section of the houses, you're going to be trying to get that first angle out on the house, hopefully killing Infused Power, which is going to be incredibly difficult because Infused Power is sitting nice and relaxed on the... oh no, I forgot how you call that. Yeah, at least, doesn't really matter, Shivas is getting the first kill on Soul Owl, and now Infused Power is all alone. He did hear that where they get shot from, where Soul Owl got shot from. So he's watching his tablet, trying to see if he can watch the cross from the way back. Mighty Mike is slowly getting closer towards Infused Power's position. But will he know? Will he know? I think it's gonna be difficult because Mighty Mike is watching the complete opposite end while his danger is straight ahead of him. He did make even a footstep noise. So Mighty Mike should have heard him, and that is the first point for the Swedish Kings. Let's go! In all 3 maps. This is gonna be the first point of the Swedish Vikings. It is not impossible to get the return and get their victory out there for this map. Come on! Something exciting has finally happened. Ah, great. Good for Swedish Vikings. Good for them. They've done it. First round. They didn't go down with a full blowdown. They don't go down in full shame. Alright, off to round 5. Infused Power and Soul Arrow just taking... They're gonna be preparing for that last round. They want to win all points. Oh my god, the lag is shocking. Oh my god, I'm hating it. How could it be this terrible? Mighty Mike taking the 2nd floor of the spawn house with... oh god, I'm hating this so much. Infused Power taking out the last lane 4 on the right side. Taking the far east. There's not a lot of pressure, I would say, on them, but I think they want to have their egos being a little bigger after this round. They're gonna go for it. Let's say there is pressure for them. They want to win it at the 4-1 right now, if they can. They want to take the full 2 points home. And you can obviously see that by the way they strategize. They are working around each other. Sitting quiet at 7 viewers. I thank everyone for watching. If you want to join the tournament, you can join the link in the description. And give yourself a team. Fuse Power is now taking the burning house. Behind this burning house, he's watching the spawn house because he did hear noises come from there. And he's very confident that he's going to be the first one to shoot first. Mighty Mike also knows it, and he's just taking his time. He is just watching a very small angle, like they should have done from the beginning. Just like Shivas is, he's watching the house, one of the most important key buildings on this map. Sparrow is not letting it wait. He is just excited to get the points for him and his team. He wants to take the full 2 points home, and he's probably gonna get to it if he plays his cards right. Mighty Mike very patient on the approach. If Fuse Power is going to be able to see him very soon. And that's the first shot being on Mighty Mike. I think he's calling it out to his teammate where his position is and what window. And I don't know what is going on because I'm not able to reach the communication to services. What kind of bullshit is this? Give me sound onward. Give me sound. I want to hear the conversation. I want to hear their stress. Mighty Mike is gonna try to re-peek a little section of it with Solau getting prepared to move into the house with Shiva's on the door. That's the first shots out. First shots out on Solau. Shivas has to move because this position is now contested. Solau knows exactly where Shivas is. Ah, oh, come on! Oh, that's so close. The smoke is being tossed. Mighty Mike is going to defend, but too late. Unfortunate for the Swedish Vikings. Well, that was the last round. That was the last round for the Operation Spartan team. They are going home with a full 2 points. That means for this standings, they're going to be on place number 1 with 13 points, a 1-point lead over Hysteria that had won due to a 3-map win, I think. I forgot. Alright, doesn't really matter. Because what is going on right now is there's a shift in balance of power. Normally, it was supposed to be Dirty Dogs and Slither. But right now, we're going to Operation Spartan back at it again. So, I'm going to wish everyone right now a very great night. I'm going to try to fix some of the audio-related issues and the lagging issue for the next cast. I hope that everyone enjoyed the cast. If you do have any feedback, don't forget to leave it in the comments below once the stream is offline. I'll read them, I'll get through them, and I'll try to adjust if needed, or if I want to, of course. Soon we'll have another co-caster again, but for now, I'm just going to say good night, sleep tight, to Little Bedbugs Bites, and have a very enjoyable